Well, good morning. We have a rewatch today. We're doing a rewatch of last Tuesday's game. Crazy game, big game. Very, very excited to share this game because it was a great game. On the right, we have Austin as the Spanish. We have Travis as the Huns. We got Larry, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying Taylor. Larry as the Rootin' Tootins. And, of course, young Lochnex as the Indians. Love that civ. Great civ. On the left side, we have Spencer as the Bohemians. When he said he was going Bohemians, Taylor and I both were like, really? Bohemians? But, well, we'll see how it goes for him. Here's Orthus, also known as Corbin. He's the Rootin' Tootins as well. He's really taken a love for them. They're a simple civ, but they hit well. Taylor is the Spanish, and I as well in the Indians. Look at this cluster right here. Oh my gosh, it's just nasty. So we've got a little bit of time. I'd like to see just real fast. Let's see here. Will it show me the? No, it's not showing. Okay. Let's see, where is Austin at? So Austin's at 52, 53, and 65 with another, what is that? About 35, 40 villagers coming. I don't know why you need that many villagers with 2 minutes left, but Austin uses them. Spencer's at 87, 36. He's not building anything right now. He's just prepping up over here. When we look at Sir Lars, what is Lars doing right now? Lars is still building villagers. He's at 68 and 49 and 50. And let's see, Corbin 14, 22, 19. So about where he should be for his grade. He's getting his castle going, so he's prepping for Imperial. Let's get these guys on that thing. This guy too on that thing. One thing at a time. He'll get there. So, treaty has dropped, so let's pick up the speed a little bit. Larry's right here. We're getting ready. I've got my buildings right here. I'll also be building over here. Treaty's up. We're all just playing with our dicks at this point. I don't know what's going on. Oh, and here comes Lars. So, let's keep this on. Let's keep it on Austin. So Larry cuts through. Travis is ready. Boom. Larry gets through. And he is off to the races. He's going crazy. So Travis gets in, attacking this back section here. While he's doing that, we send troops forward. Larry's shooting Teutonic Knights in. And Travis is just eating away at the houses. But it looks like he's not destroying houses as fast as we would like. You see that Taylor's building a castle to protect the gate, and the gate is open up. So they've looks like they've pushed out Travis at this point. Travis is still trying to plunge. I've got all these camels over here. You see Spencer's got 1 million of these heavy duty, the Halfness, whatever that is, going. So I'm now building military units over here. Where are they flagging? Boom, they're cleaning out space. Let's put on military view. I think that'll be a little bit nicer. So the battle for the whole has begun. Looks like we've gotten, well, Larry's got his troops back in here. And those Teutonic Knights should kill my camels fairly quickly. Need to change my point. So Taylor and Spencer are going up the hole. I'm trying to clean out clean out Larry. And so Spencer is cannons back. Look at all those cannons, man. It's like a murder zone. Meanwhile, they're saying that, Taylor got some troops in. They're just kind of having a party back here. Not doing a ton. We see that Austin's got spearmen, pikemen. He's building, it's not a castle, it's gotta be a castle. Yep, building the castle on the trade. And Taylor's he's so good, if he can get just like 3 guys in, he'll spend that whole time just raiding you. You have to get all of him out, otherwise he'll keep doing it. Meanwhile, up here in front, we see that Travis is using the heavy the cavalry archer. Powerful unit. I've got my hand cannoneers in the front. Camels are trying to go. We're just trying to keep these things protected as best we can. And it seems to be working out. It's gonna be an expensive unit. I don't know how much they cost, but I'm sure they're not cheap. Taylor's building it for a plunge. But it's a big flog right now. Big flog. And I'm not seeing any other military stuff. I think it's all just happening right now for all of us. We're all trying to go crazy. And I'm gonna start opening it up with with these guys, and then building another castle for just defensive purposes. Oh, and they took down the building. And Austin's building the towers, trying to build them forward, really. The problem is these bombard cannons are so anti-everything. I just kill everything. But this is a wall of death right here. They want us to fight this. This is just a wall of nobody's gonna get through that. Meanwhile, the Hussite wagons are showing up. Interesting unit. I personally haven't figured them out, but it seems that Spencer has it. What are we flagging? Oh, they're saying, hey, get your units up here, Austin. Come on, man. So Austin's pushing troops forward. You see that, Corbin has shot. What's Corbin looking at? This is 30, 28, 41. So he's doing better, and he's pumping out 3 castles at a time. So he's getting there. He's gets pop up a little bit. But we're getting there. So I'll do that. Spencer's sitting on a lot of food. And all of these Teutonic Knights are coming up to help with the fight. They're going forward, going forward, going forward. You can see the lines kind of moving, and it feels like this team on the left has a little bit of an advantage at this moment, but we'll see how long that lasts. So, Taylor's talking about stuff. I want to keep it on the other two. Let's keep it on. Let's put on Travis. Let's go on Travis as well. TCAP, man. Nope. 61, 110. He's not going to run out of gold. So, hi Joe. I will not be broke this game. That's what we all hate, is being broke. Food I can buy. Gold is hard to come by. And Larry's swung up, Travis is swung up. He's got his things all maxed out. Build more barracks, man. Well, I guess he's got top cap, so it's fine. It's all about those cavalry archers, and they push back. See, it feels like some stuff opened up for them and just have swarmed these troops forward. And Alex is going crazy, and Cut is going on. They're pushed to the front. We see now Spencer is just building anything to slow the bleed. What are we saying? Oh, Austin, move these villagers up. They're there to die. Meanwhile, I'm cutting over here, and they notice it. This is just the battle for the front right now. Who can push more? So, and they've really gone into us at this point. I'm losing the castle. We're losing towers. This front is falling. I'm trying to get dudes in. Travis cuts through. And he's like, well, if he comes in, I can do it too. So Travis comes and starts flying in this hole right here. And put Meanwhile, the push, they seem to have kind of slowed things down a little bit. They pushed them back. Larry's trying to come down as well. Absolutely crazy stuff going on right now. Fight continues. So Travis is coming through here. Got Larry and Travis and Austin over here. And Taylor's throwing stuff out. And it's just very, they've got it and they are rolling. Meanwhile, I've pushed back into the hole, which is going to turn Austin. We lost another castle. Oh, stop. Where am I? Okay, so we see that Travis is up here. He's got the treads going. And they are destroying buildings. Larry's they've eaten away our friend over here. Meanwhile, Taylor is changing the narrative up here. So we'll get back to that in a minute. It's going crazy here in the middle. We see a ton of these skirmishers just trying to stay alive. The fight here on the south end is going. You can see there's been a lot of blood, a lot of fighting. Mostly Austin, Travis, and Larry. So all three of them. Meanwhile, I've sent some troops up here to help support. Nope, we're going back down the throat. Going back down that way. Alex is here. We got Travis here. I'm not seeing a mountain pick, but Larry's coming. So, there we go. And Taylor is coming in. Alex has been building back. Stop. There we go. Taylor's getting in. We got bombard cannons saying, no, don't do it. You better not. And they're in. Taylor's in. Oh gosh, this thing. Taylor gets in. And they're turning. Meanwhile, what's going on in the middle? Because we see that Taylor's up here. He's ravaging. In the middle, a lot of the same, just kind of a crazy war zone. Seems to have slowed down, and Spencer seems to be holding here in the middle with Larry just speeding troops. I'm trying to take over here in the south. It's more open over here as far as those things go. But we see that Austin's building stuff on the other side and just shooting. But it looks like I'm getting through. On the other side, we see Taylor's taking up the trade. Austin's up here, Travis is up here. Yeah, we see Alex, Austin, and Travis, and Larry, so all four of them have sent troops up here. So Taylor's got a 4v1 going on. Absolutely crazy. While Larry's still able to just spew troops, and Travis is still spewing troops as well. Both guys are fooling in troops. But they're like, guys, we're going to lose if we don't. And Taylor's going to keep cutting around this edge here. And he says it, he's flagged it, and there's flags going on over here. Oh, they're redirecting trade because they've lost their trade. Luckily, Travis has 90 units. I'd be deleting some stuff. I'd be deleting some blue choppers probably is what I'd be looking at deleting. But, whatever. So the middle, again, they're pushing. They get to about here, and there we go. There we go, Corbin's helping out. Meanwhile, on the other side, I've built a castle. Austin's falling down here. Alex is pushing up. We got some Spencer going over here. Austin's building this special unit. I don't know why he's doing conquistadors. I mean, they're fine, but I'm not really building conquistador unit. They're not really moving on. And Spencer is just eating anything that comes at him over here. Just eating it. got through for a moment. So Alex has turned over here. Meanwhile, they've slowed down Austin. Taylor's built a wall of these bombard towers. It's like you're not getting through this. Put on Austin. All food. There we go, trying to. So I brought up some trebs that are going to block everything. It's gonna suck. Meanwhile, on the north end, Taylor's coming back in. He's got his stuff going. Larry's trade is hanging by a thread. They're all trading with this one that just died. He's really gonna make things difficult for him. What you need to do is put another wall up, like right here, boom, 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 boom. Like a backdoor wall. But Alex has built wall, and he's walling off again. And Taylor's gonna come up and destroy the wall. Meanwhile, I'm fighting Austin, sending troops, cutting through. Boom. What's going on in the middle? They see Travis is far forward. So Travis is eating up stuff. Larry's all over right here. Sorry about that. Had a kid come in. So, anyways, yeah. So Larry's pushing in. We've got Taylor fighting for the fight. He's put in Spencer has put in a wall. And Taylor and Spencer work really well together. And we see that nothing has happened yet. Alex has walled off again. That's a few times I've gotten in and I'm plunging troops into Larry. Let's see how this affects Larry. It's probably going to just give him more pop space that he needs. Boom. So Larry's at 80 and 17 and 86. There's so much Larry over here going in. He's just like, I want this mill so badly. Meanwhile, Taylor's getting in again. And Alex is walling off some more. And I'm going through. We've got Austin trying to fight over here. And they've just built this huge wall of nothing. You're not getting through here. And Larry is showing up with a force. We've got Corbin saving the day. And Larry's just like, I'm effing taking this middle. It's the last effing thing I do. On the other side, we've got Travis here fighting me. Austin is kind of all over the place, is what it looks like to me. And Larry and Travis fighting here in the middle is where they're gonna win the game. By Joe. And even Alex is pushing down here in the middle. We've got Corbin and Spencer, the underdogs, versus Travis and Larry, the overdogs. Meanwhile, Larry's flagging, hey, watch out, he's cutting. And Taylor's going to go all the way to the corner and around. We look at their fog of war, they can no longer see them, but they know that they're there. Holy cow. I don't know what Travis is doing here with these, but I'll figure them out. Meanwhile, they are pushing here in the middle. We've got Austin here in the middle. What's going on my side? So they've pushed me out right here. I believe I'm going to start cutting here pretty soon. So I'm just like, F that stupid hole. It's too close to their front. So here goes Austin taking out units. We got these coming here. They're gonna, and so they've rallied. At this point, they are taking over the front over here. This is hanging by a thread. Meanwhile, Taylor cuts around that back, all the way around. Boom, boom, boom. That is the most. It's just, frustrating. And they're like, well, he did it. The mofo did it, and he did. back into the trade. How's Alex doing? We need to look at Alex's civ. Lognex. He's got no wood. He's got food and gold. And dudes to protect. So Alex is over here. Meanwhile, here in the middle, we're seeing Larry's coming. Spencer is holding on for dear life. Travis is going, Larry is going. I think that we're seeing a bit of a sputter. I don't think the heavy cavalry is doing what Travis really needs it to be doing at this point. I think he needs to be all in on the paladins personally. But, you know, to each their own. Got a million hand cannoneers and dudes going on over here. Got Spencer holding for dear life. Austin's pushing, Larry's pushing. Crazy. And have they stopped the bleed? They have. So Alex is now walled this off. He's got enough for a castle. You gotta put a castle right here. Boom. That would take care of a lot of your problems. And they're starting to shoot. And Spencer's got dudes that are cutting through right here. And now Taylor's trying to cut back in right here. Boom. Again. And Travis is over here. We see that Larry is still just pushing with a force right now. And really, it's Corbin versus Larry. Like, that's Corbin right now is the guy. I show up to help out as well. There's Alex. The fight here on the north end is getting insane. Alex is all in over here. Larry's over here. Austin's over here. Austin's trying to send troops up this hole as fast as he can. And Travis is here too. I'm amazed at what Larry did. Like, Larry did some heavy lifting in this game. And there they go. The Battle of the Teutonic Knights. Talk about for honor and glory. I don't know what Travis is flagging. Travis is flagging something. Oh, there it goes. So I'm gonna be cutting through here in a minute. But is it gonna be enough? Because Larry and them are inches from this wall. Meanwhile, up here in the north, we've got Spencer has moved all of his units. And Alex is killing. Alex has gotten through over here. And they're trying to take out this wall of towers as fast as they can. And Austin is sending halves. Larry fighting against Corbin and Spencer. I'm amazed that Corbin and that Spencer was able to do so much on both sides. Like, that's truly impressive. Shiz is getting real. We're trying to stop that. Meanwhile, this is opened up over here. We've gotten through. It seems that Austin has claimed it. And I'm just like, F this side. You mother effers can have it. And I'm sending troops up this way. Meanwhile, we've got Spencer and Taylor that are kind of winning in this corner. The trade is still alive. And still going. I don't know what he's flagging there. Meanwhile, Austin has met me right here. Put up another castle. You need that D. Gotta get that D. Trying to stop dudes. Larry has gotten down and is getting. Is he going to right here? Going right here. And Taylor has shown up again. Meanwhile, I kind of have run to sweet freedom over here. I'm running these guys in circles. I remember doing this. I was like, well, run over here, run over there, run over here, run over there. Let's just keep these units away from me. Until I had all these guys, and I was like, oh, I'll just run them into the dudes that will kill them. Right there. Boom. And we're through, and we are into Austin. Let's put Austin on. Because this is a big plunge, I believe. Oh, I'm actually going to hit Travis there. But while I'm hitting Travis, we're sending in all these troops. Austin goes to rebuild. And I'm all over Larry. But I swipe down here with some hand cannoneers and stick them into their trade right in here. And just hang out for a bit. And I'm all over them there, and I just kind of hit scatter the troops. These guys are still hitting the wall. And Corbin has just a mountain of troops going on. Austin's taking some serious losses on his side, and Taylor is being held at bay by Alex and his flood of troops. Spencer's over there. We see that Austin's, trying his best to stop me. But I think my guys are gonna survive that. Yeah. Meanwhile, they're trying to build a wall. I'm all in on hand cannoneers. See that Travis and Austin are all back in here, just trying to clear everything out. And we got these dudes that are just sitting there waiting, wishing. And Taylor cuts through again. Meanwhile, over here in the middle, the fight continues on. Spencer's moved forward, Larry's surviving. What's going on over here? Oh, we got all these troops. They're saying move them up here, because I'm taking this area out again. This time I've put a ton of hand cannoneers in, and I'm flooding in more of the camels, which Travis is all, and these are good units against these camels, so that's the right thing. Those camel riders are going to take out my, or those, cavalry archers are going to do good work against me. And Austin does the right move. He says, okay, screw that, let's build back here. Boom, boom, boom. It's the right move. But this is just staying alive really well. Meanwhile, in the middle, Larry is still fighting Corbin and Spencer. And on the outside, Travis is sending troops up. What's really holding this side is this stuff. It seems to just, they're having such a hard time getting through because of it. Meanwhile, we're through, and I'm plunging some more. And they are sending everything they can my way. Meanwhile, plunging troops. On the other side, we've got Taylor, who's busted out, or Spencer is busted out with the monikers. Down in the south, Alex and Austin have seemed to kind of stop me. They've walled off. And Austin is building troops, he's rebuilding. See if it's fast enough. I'm just sending troops everywhere, they're trying to take them out. They defended so well this game. We've got another 2 Lombard towers because we need even more of them. That's crazy. And Alex is rebuilding walls again. He will keep doing this until the day he dies. While that's going on, Austin is pushed up here in the middle, and they get in. Austin is getting troops in right here. We're holding this line because they have pushed in right here. They've got their hole. And Travis is going in. And Travis dives. Boom. He goes into Taylor. He was quick to click his button. I don't think it's gonna matter. He's gonna get that town center. Corbin's filling this area. I've covered it, and we're rebuilding. Meanwhile, the fight continues over here. I really mostly ignored this area. Austin's sending up villagers to build up here. Talk about putting the pressure back. So they walled off. Let's see, where's the color? I need green. There we go, green. So here's Travis going crazy on the trade. Corbin's maybe gonna take him out? I don't know. Let's put it on. There, boom. That's what we need. There we go. So Travis is back here. Austin is right here going crazy on Taylor. And we're fighting up here. Taylor's pushing, Alex is walling in again. Over here, I've been fighting, and we're gonna come down here. I see all of these houses, and I don't know that it actually makes a massive amount of water. So let's watch his pop. Okay, he's just not got a lot of pop. So we're holding down here in the south. Travis is still alive and still going crazy back in here. We're trying to kill him. Meanwhile, here in the middle, Austin's shown up. Larry has shown up. They are getting through again. And Larry is right here. Larry's in. They're into us. They are absolutely, and Larry is doing to me the same thing that I'm doing to Austin. And just seeing who can do it first, who can do it the most. Because they are in and doing it. They're taking out this castle. That castle's gonna go. Corbin turns out to be the savior in that area. Meanwhile, Corbin's moving forward. And we're all over Austin's side at this point. And Taylor has started to take over up here, but they've taken over the middle. But it looks like it's too little, too late. And Taylor is quite mad about this hole at this point. He's not happy about it. Quite angry, actually. Larry's got his market up. We've got units going through out here. We're shooting the trade. Where are they trading to? They're trading... maybe it is just to that same one. Is it the same one? Yeah, looks like it is. So, okay, we've started to take out Austin's pop cap, but that's not what's lowering him. Meanwhile, here in the middle, they're still coming. Taylor's been like, I have to defend the middle. Someone needs to freaking do this. Travis is throwing in Tatars. Or Tarkin, sorry, excuse me. Tarkin's the murder sieve. Those things just wreck through areas so quickly. And they are fighting for it. Spencer is built a death corner. And Austin's got stuff spitting out, but Austin doesn't have a population at this point. What about Travis? Yeah, Travis is dying as well. We are just wrecking all of their trade and just bleeding them. As they fight for the middle, what's going in? So Alex is plunging. And Travis is just like, F it, I'm done with this effing game. Which is essentially the end of the game. And it was a crazy one. GG to all. That game could have gone either way, and it was absolutely insane. But I would just like to point out, I got my wall up, Taylor. So, up, finished. They did not keep going in. GG. That one hurt for a lot of people. Spencer played out of his mind. When we look at military scores, almost 4-1. Hashtag Banff. I think that him being able to hold in the middle, I think every civ was big this game. And on both sides, both teams played great. The heavy lifting that Larry did was insane. Look, everyone was losing houses left and right. I mean, Corbin lost the least, but he also didn't have that many up in the front. But everyone was losing houses. Yeah, I lost 46 buildings. That's crazy. I didn't think I'd lost that many. Poor Austin. Played with the heart of a champ, but man, that was a painful one for Austin. I think everyone played well that game. Let's see here. Taylor had the most food. Spencer had the most wood. We have a tie for Taylor and Spencer for the most stone. Travis with the most gold. That's no surprise. He had like 130 trade cards. He was not going to be broke this game. There's a lot of trading going on. A lot of sending food. Corbin was getting fed. I think it was mostly from Spencer as well. I think Spencer was just handing out a ton. So, crazy game. Can't wait for tomorrow's, guys. Let's see here. Travis with that fast castle and that fast imperial. Here I was thinking that you'd retired from doing that stuff. Man, good job to you. Pip Pip and a tally-ho. Larry with 11 castles. Hashtag Teuton's much. And that was the game. Until next time, boys. Peace.